The team is Chelsea. Chelsea ain't making top four. You had it here first. Hello and welcome to the CrossBar. I'm your host Arthur. I talk sports. Today I'll be talking about the Premier League season that's upcoming, 2022-2023 season, and I'll be making some few predictions from top scorer, top four, who's going to win the league, who might get relegated. And before I get into those steps, actually this is my first ever YouTube video. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. So and comment below if you think I did good, what I need to improve on, and what I need to think about. Before I get into the predictions, I would like to cover the preseason of different teams, and I'll be choosing the top teams. So if you guys see me looking down here, actually have my notes so that I don't fumble the bag. So I got my notes here ready and to rumble or rock and roll. Whatever you guys think is the best. Rock and roll, rumble. Yeah, you guys choose. So I would like to talk about the preseason first. What I saw from the preseason, what impressed me the most, and really you guys, preseason is not taken that serious, but there's some guidance you can follow to see if the team is on form or not form, what they might face during the season. So by saying that, I would like to start with team that impressed me the most during the preseason. I'm not a fan, but Arsenal impressed me. Them signing Gabriel Jesus was quite surprising because I thought Gabriel Jesus was like a class above Arsenal. Considering their previous signings and how it has been going for them, I was shocked. But they obtained a good player, and I'm impressed by that. So, obtaining Jesus and then obtaining Zinchenko as a left back, those are two great signings, which will fuel their attacking football. I feel like they will play better attacking football from those two signings. It was saying now they have a goal scorer, a prolific goal scorer, even though he has never scored more than 15 goals in a season in the Premier League. It's because he was in a team filled with scorers, no main guy. And I feel like in Arsenal, he is the main guy now. He is going to be getting service from Zinchenko on the left, getting service from Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard playing slightly behind him. So he will be electrifying. Electric? I think it's electric. He'll be electric. The only problems they might face, it's their defense. Arsenal has always had a weak defense, and I feel that's where they are gonna get problems the most. Because attacking wise, they got everything they need in attack. They got speed, technical, finishing, skills, everything they got. The midfield, it's a good midfield with Xhaka, Partey. The only thing is the anger discipline. If they close down the discipline, they will be good. So that was Arsenal. Another team I want to talk about is Man City. Man City really didn't play many games. They played only one game against Bayern Munich. They won that 1-0. Holland scoring his first ever Manchester City goal, even though it wasn't official. It was still a goal. And then they played against Liverpool, the team I support, which I'll talk about soon. They really didn't do much during this. Actually, they did much. What am I talking about? God, they did much. They sold Sterling and they sold Jesus and they sold Zinchenko. I don't think that's how they say the name, but hey, it's tougher here. They sold those three players, mainly those three players, and Fernandinho left too. I feel like those transfers are getting overshadowed by what happened with Holland. Them obtaining Holland overshadows that. They lost 4 good quality players. You can call them squad players, even starter players. Checo, came in sometimes. Sterling, sensational player. Jesus off the bench, off the wing, scoring goals against Liverpool, always sensational. And I feel like losing that player may hurt them. It may hurt them, but they don't think about it right now. So, them obtaining Holland, big signing. I don't feel like he fits in Man City's style. If they gel and they combine very well, he's going to be exceptional. But I won't go into depth of signings. I'll make another video of like my top 10 signings of the season later on when the transfer is done. So let's go to the next team, Liverpool. Of course, I support Liverpool. I rarely take preseason seriously. Actually, I do take it seriously. I'm joking. I watch all the games, 90 minutes, and I be frustrated when we lose. Of course, they obtained Nunez. They lost Sadio Mane. I don't feel like it's a big losing Sadio Mane, but replacing him with Nunez, it's a good counter punch. So Liverpool played well. They won the Community Shield 3-1 against Man City. Did very well to score 3 goals, and they looked really a good team attacking wise and defensively, which I think that would be a big reason for them to go all the way in the Premier League, Champions League, and other cups. Their defense is very solid. Midfield looking good. And Cavani is a good signing too. Harvey Elliott is looking like a new signing because last season he came back from an injury. He really didn't find his feet, but this season he's looking good. So Liverpool, they're looking good. Next team, Chelsea. Chelsea. You are about to get shocked. You are going to get shocked. You are going to get shocked. Chelsea losing Rudiger gonna cost them. They got Koulibaly though. They got Sterling. They don't have any striker. They don't have any 30 goal, 20 goal man a season player. So them obtaining Sterling, quality player. But Sterling plays good in a team where there's a striker or a provider that will give him crosses, make him play against one-on-one. He has been with Man City for some good years, playing on the front foot. But now he's going to be having to defend all the time because Chelsea quite packed the bus. So I feel like Chelsea will get shocked this season. Tottenham did very well. Many good signings. I saw them running during the preseason training. They looked absolute tired, but that's Conte style. I feel like them obtaining Richardson, that's a good signing. Kulusevski last season is going to get a full preseason this time and start very well. I think he will do some good bits. So I feel like those teams are the ones that I looked at the most during the preseason. Nobody came here to watch the preseason, and I think for you that have been watching this video for all this time, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment what you thought about the preseason. So now, let's get into the main occasion. The Barclays. Okay, I'm going back in time. It's not the Barclays. Maybe because of the jersey, it takes me back. It's not the Barclays Premier League no more. It's the English Premier League. Let me call the English Premier League. So, I'm going to start off by predicting my surprise team of the season. The team that's going to surprise everybody the most this season is going to... that people don't have eyes on. That will shock everybody. I'm looking at... You guys ain't going to believe this. But Leicester. The previous 3 seasons, they have choked Champions League on the day on the final day, or the day before the final day, the match day before the final day. You get what I mean? So match day 37, they choke, or 38, they choke. But I feel like this time there's no pressure on them. Everything's laid back. Everything's focused on Liverpool, obtaining Nunez, Holland, going to Man City, Jesus. Everything's around there. Whereas nobody's expecting Leicester to do anything this season. So I believe Leicester will come in with a lot of fire with no expectation. With no expectation, team like Leicester plays very well. Because when they won the league, nobody would have guessed in 1,000 years Leicester's going to win the league. But they did win the league. Surprisingly, they did, but hey, it's the world we live in. So I think like Leicester will be the surprise team of the season, but you never know. It might be another team. So if you think there will be another team, guys, comment in the section below. Let me see what team you guys think. So we move on. The teams that will be making top 4, in my opinion, guys, bear with me. Bear with me. The team that will be making top 4. Actually, I might make it even top 6. Let me do top 6. Because I feel like top 4 nowadays is no longer top 4. You gotta make it like bigger. Because there's so many teams competing for those 2 spots. The other 2 spots are already sealed. I don't need even to talk about. 1 and 2 is already sealed. You just flip a coin who's gonna take 1 or 2. But from 3 to 6, those are there to be grabbed for. And my prediction is, in number 6, in my opinion, the team that will be number 6 is Manchester United. Manchester United. Depending on if they keep Cristiano Ronaldo or sell Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, guys, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of my favorite players. Not even one of my favorite players. In my opinion, he is the greatest of all time. But I feel like team like Manchester United, having players that are on the rise, they won't gel together with Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano wants to win now. So he has his expectations are higher than those players. So for them, they're here for a good time. They're here to improve, get ready for the next coming years. Whereas Ronaldo wants to win now. So him being there, competing for top 4, ain't really his type of game. He has never been in a situation where he has to compete for top 4. He's been winning leagues, Champions League, so that's his no type of mentality. So I think him being there, it will hinder them playing the football they should play to obtain top 4. Because Cristiano Ronaldo always gets you goals. But the players he's playing with always look up to him to do the final thing. I saw last season, Marcus Rashford, nowhere to be seen. Sancho, nowhere to be seen. Bruno Fernandes, nowhere to be seen. Because they're expecting Cristiano Ronaldo, since he's a big player, one of the greatest players of all time, in other people's opinion, in my opinion, he's the greatest of all time. They look up to him to do the final thing, to do the cutting, to score the goal. So there'll be pressure on him to do that, whereas the other players will be just looking at him. So I think if Cristiano Ronaldo leaves, Manchester United have a higher chance of obtaining top 6, even top 4, pushing for top 4. But if they keep Cristiano Ronaldo, not only does it disrupt with their playing style, but with the players arriving to the occasion, because they will always thinking of Cristiano Ronaldo. He's gonna help us today. So they will be like slacking in everything they do because they know they have a prolific goal scorer. That's when I think Manchester United won't make top 6 and push for top 4, having Cristiano Ronaldo. The team that will make 5th, in my opinion, will be... Now, guys, don't bash me for this. Actually, bash me for this. Go in the comments right now for this team. This team has been making top 4 barely for the last 3 seasons or 2 seasons. The season Man City won it under Corona. They were top 2, and then in the last few moments, they almost lost top 4 to Leicester. Last season, they were up. Before last season started, they were predicted to win the league or come second. But they got top 4, but the team in the 4th was so close to them. You get what I mean? So, this team is going to be... Comment now, right now, if you know what team I'm talking about. Comment right now if you guys know what team I'm talking about. The team was so far from others last season, but they almost caught them in the last final games. But luckily, the teams that were chasing this team were so bad that they fumbled the bag. Okay, guys, I don't want to have you guys waiting. I'm going to tell you the team. The team is Chelsea. Chelsea ain't making top 4. You had it here first. Chelsea won't be making top four. I'm not saying this because I hate Chelsea. No, no, no. I've seen what the other teams around the league have done. They have improved their weaknesses. So Chelsea hasn't improved their weaknesses. They didn't have a goal scorer last season. Them not conceding a goal, no problem. They have one of the best defenses in the league. Going forward, that's the problem. Sometime last season, even the season before that, Jorginho was their top scorer through penalties. Now think about that. Marinate on that. Why would that be? Think about that. And this season, the other teams around them that fumbled the bag like last season, Arsenal and Tottenham had the chance. Actually, Arsenal had the chance to secure a top four. And if they had played better, they would have obtained it. But they fumbled the bag because they didn't have a goal scorer. Tottenham hit the form late in the season. So this year, they are beginning the season with the better teams than Chelsea. So I feel like Chelsea won't make top four because of that one reason. They don't have a goal scorer. They didn't have him last season, but this season, teams around them have improved. They haven't improved. No. They have Sterling, not known for goal scoring. Havertz, not known for goal scoring. Timo Werner, not known for goal scoring unless he was in the Bundesliga. Now they got three of those at the top. They're gonna miss some chances. I'm putting on right now Chelsea to miss the most open chances of the season. So that was my fifth. Next team, top four. It's gonna be Arsenal. What? Arsenal? Why say Arsenal? Because Arsenal is arriving. They've been through the depressing zone. Should I call it a zone? They've been through a depressing period. That's the word. But now they are arriving. They are stepping up their game. And them having Arteta, a manager like him, he's not a known manager for winning, but him working under Pep Guardiola, he picked up some quality tactical manager ideas, obtaining the players they obtained during the transfer. By the way, guys, comment what you think about Chelsea. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? What do you think? Do you like my list so far? And if you don't, tell me why you don't like it down below. So Arsenal are gonna make top four. Their team looks good. Martin Odegaard, what a player. This player has been good since 16. The only mistake he did was moving to Madrid too early before he developed his confidence. But I feel like now in Arsenal, he's becoming more of a confident player. He isn't scared of taking on anybody on the team. And I feel like him and Jesus, because I feel like he'll be playing slightly behind Jesus with the two pivots of Xhaka and Partey in the midfield. That will be a good team. As long as Xhaka and Partey maintain their discipline with no red cards, no yellow cards, I think that they'll be fine. The only reason Arsenal might not make top four is their defense. They always crumble under pressure. When the expectations arise, become high, they crumble. But I feel like this season, everybody has expectations on them from the get-go. So this is when they have to show what they're made of. And I feel like this time they will come and deliver. So Arsenal is my fourth team. Third team, Tottenham Hotspurs. Tottenham obtaining Conte. That was a big signing. Considering they sacked Jose Mourinho before a League Cup game. Was it League Cup or FA Cup? I don't remember. Comment down below which cup it was. I think it was before the league game. Before the League Cup final. And they sacked him. A serial winner sacked before a final. That's criminal. But they got Conte. They began roughly last season. Slow start. But then they caught up to speed later on the season. And when you saw how they made top four. Of course, Arsenal fumbled the bag. And then they went through to make the top four by that. But I feel like this season, they made some good signings. I won't go depth into signings because this is not about transfers. I'll make another video if you guys want to. If you don't want to, I'll make it either way. So Tottenham having Harry Kane, I feel like Son is gaining the confidence. He's now believing that he's a top player. He almost won the Golden Boot last season. I feel like we're coming with confidence this season. Kulusevski is getting a full preseason with Tottenham. Richarlison, I don't know how they will play. A front four, a front three with one of them coming off the bench between Kulusevski and Richarlison. A solid defense, a good midfield, good balanced team. I feel like Conte will increase their defensive abilities incredibly. Incredibly, that's a word, isn't it? That's a word. I don't know if that's a word, but incredibly. If it's not a word, I make it a word. Incredibly. So, I have Tottenham in third. Now, everybody has been waiting for this. My top two. But first, let me even sip some drink for this. Because I feel like you guys are gonna be mad at me for. Actually, why would you be mad at me? Nobody knows who's winning the league. Everybody knows who's top two. So either way I go, it's not bad. It's not a bad prediction. I didn't say West Ham is gonna win the league. Then you guys would be mad. I'm not saying Tottenham, not saying West Ham is a bad team, but if I made that kind of bold prediction, I would understand why you'd be mad. But this time, there's no reason to be mad. Just to like what I say. The team that will be winning the league will be. No. I gotta say number 2 first. Why? I'm so excited because of this season. Premier League, when Premier League comes back, I don't know how to explain it. Since May, after losing the Champions League final, I've been in a slumber. I've been sad. I went off social media. I didn't want to watch no football. I didn't want to hear no football news. I was not depressed. That's a big word, but I wasn't feeling sports. And then I was like, I'll make a comeback. But then, okay. I was feeling down. But then now the season is back. I got new hope. And people can't be like, why hoping for this? You are so arrogant. That's not arrogance. You gotta be excited. You gotta be excited in life. Life is about excitement. If you don't, it's like you should have a goal. If you don't obtain the goal, at least you had a dream and try everything you have to obtain the goal. That's the same thing as being excited. Have something to excite you, something to look forward to, something to, when you're going through something, you have like, okay, on the weekend, there is Premier League football. No matter what team is playing, there is Premier League football. Leicester versus Burnley, even though Burnley went down, Leicester versus Southampton, I'll watch that game because I've been missing football so long. Okay. Saying that, the team that will be coming second will be, I know you guys are going to be surprised, Man City. Man City is going to be coming second. The team that will be coming second will be Man City. The reason being is because they lost some core players. Them losing Raheem Sterling, Jesus, Zinchenko, Fernandinho, those are quality, you can say rotational players, but at the same time they are first team players. So they lost those 4 players, got in Alaves and Holland, 2 great young players for the future. But they're going to lose some team chemistry. And this is where it comes in. Man City always starts slow during the season. They always have like a bump between the game 3 to like game 10. Like they lose, they draw, they lose, they don't have form until they get like a team and crush them 5-0, and then they get their confidence back. So I feel like that's where their season might be defined, in those first 10 games. If Man City, because we already know since Man City second, Liverpool be first. If Man City has a bad start and Liverpool gets with a good start, I don't think Man City is as good of a chaser as Liverpool. Liverpool will chase down City to the end of the season. Man City, on the other hand, if they are behind, I don't feel like they have the motto to keep on, or the mentality to keep on chasing. So that's where I feel like Liverpool is gonna win the league. That's why I did the 1 and 2, because it's a jail. There's no surprise. We all know who's won if I choose Man City. We know Liverpool is gonna win the league, in my prediction, in my opinion. So Man City having a slumber in the first 10 games will determine the season. People might say it's the first 10 games, the league might change. These two teams have set so high standards throughout the last 5 years, 4 to 5 years. If you make one mistake in August, that mistake might hurt you in May. So either one of them that makes a mistake, the other one will counter on it. So I feel like Man City, and since they had only one actual they had only one pre-game, counting in the Community Shield, almost like a final. So they almost like use the season's start as their pre-season. Whereas Liverpool has had some good 4 games already. They're already gelling. So I feel like that's where Man City is going to lose their season. But at the same time, if Liverpool doesn't counter on that, Man City having a bad start, you never know. But at the same time, I know Liverpool has a better gel right now than Man City, because they only lost one main player. Of course, they lost Divock, what a legend. They lost Minamino, squad player, and so they brought in Nunes and Cavario. Those are 2 quality signings, and I feel like Nunes will adapt faster than Holland. So that will be also a defining moment in the season. By the time Holland and Man City gel, Liverpool will be long gone. So Liverpool will be like 5 points, and if 5 points ahead, and I don't feel like there's teams in the league that might even win a game against Liverpool if they play their best football. Both Liverpool and Man City, when they are on their epic game, no team can touch them apart from each other, and they usually draw. So number 2 was Man City, Liverpool number 1. Nunes getting deliveries from Trent Robertson. Oh my goodness. His movement, Jesus Christ. Same time, if Holland gels, it's gonna be lights out for the league. But that's where the league is gonna be won. Holland is gonna take longer time to gel. So by the time he gels, it will be like game week 10, game week 12. By the time he gels with the Man City squad, the league will be long gone. Liverpool will be ahead by so many points. Even though it's like 5 to 8 points, I don't feel like that gap will be closed, because Liverpool is so prolific these days that either team that is behind it, it's hard to catch them. Either way, Man City too. If Man City is ahead of you, you can never catch them. But if they're behind you, it's harder for them to catch you. We even saw it that season Liverpool won the league. They won the league by 20 odds goals. That's not goals. 20 odd points. You don't count it in goals. It's in points. And they had it because Man City had a slumber. I like the word slumber. That might be one of my favorite words. They had like a bad patch, whereas Liverpool didn't have any bad patch. They just went through everybody, apart from Watford. Can you believe losing to Watford and winning against everybody? That was crazy. It was only Watford that they lost against that season, and they won the league by some 20 odd points. That's the reason why Liverpool will be winning the league. Okay, that was my predictions for who's gonna make top 4, who's gonna win the league, and that was that. When I look at my list, I see top scorer, player of the year, young player of the year, surprise player of the year. I'm gonna take young player of the year. Really, young player of the year should be. I'm gonna guess this. It's gonna be Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is gonna win the young player of the year. Why? Because I feel like this season, him playing under the new manager will be good for him. Because it's an offensive game, not defensive game. So he's offensively, I think now he's adapted better. He will have a better season this year. He will have more confidence. He will have more belief from the coach that he won't get dropped. Because I feel like the shift from Bundesliga to Premier League really shocked him. He really didn't know how to handle the fast tempoed, high press, high pressure game, physical game. But now I feel like he will have a better view. Plus, he had a preseason. I'm pretty sure he did work on his body. So I feel like he will be the young player of the year. Honorable mentions: Phil Foden, he's still a young player. Even Eric Holland, is he eligible? Because he's 20. He made 22, so I think he's actually thinking about that. Because Holland is so good, I didn't even put him with the young players. Actually, he is 22. My goodness. No. I'm going to stick with Sancho. Sancho to win the young player of the year. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying my video, hit the like button, share, comment if you dare. Those are bars, so tell me if you like my bar. Share, comment if you dare. So the next one will be, let me take surprise player of the year. The player that will surprise the people the most. The player that everybody has lost an eye for. I feel like a player like Cavario won't be a surprise because he's a good talent. Aravez from South America, he's a good signing. But my surprise player for the year is going to be Marcus Rashford. I know I'm giving Manchester United so much love in this video, but yeah, I talk football, so the bias is on the side for now. Even though Liverpool is winning the league, it's not because I'm biased, it's because of the beautiful football they play. So my surprise player of the year is Rashford. Actually, he shouldn't be a surprise because considering how he began his professional career for Manchester United at 18 years old, scoring some beautiful goals. I think he scored a hat-trick in his debut. Scored some good goals against Arsenal. For the England under 21, scored a hat-trick his debut. But him playing many games, because once in a time, not even a time, like a few seasons ago, he was the main man playing through injuries. So I feel like it caught up to his body. His body is going through things now. So I feel like him this season, he'll be a better player. More confident, refreshed. He's been doing the service for the community, feeding the kids. So I feel like now he's going to focus more on football. Take care of his body, take care of his mind. If your mind is not in it, your body can't follow. I feel like this season, Rashford is going to surprise the league. He might be in contention for the top scorer. Yeah. So that's my surprise player of the season, Premier League. So far, what do you guys think? Who might be the surprise player of the year? Comment down below. Who do you have winning the league? Comment down below. It better not be Man City. It better not be Man City. It better be Liverpool. Comment down below. Okay. What do you guys want? Player of the season, top scorer of the season. Who do you want first? Actually, before that, I almost forgot. Thank you guys for reminding me. Telepathically. I think that's a word. Telepathically told me I forgot one note. Oh no, I'm going to take it up. Top assister of the season. This is a big prediction. We all know there's a player that goes by the name Mohamed Salah. More sensational. That's my nickname for him. More sensational. A gift from Allah. What a player. Jesus Christ. Last season he won the top scorer and the top assister. He'll be in contention for it, but I don't think he will win it. Another player that might be there, Kevin De Bruyne. Obviously Kevin De Bruyne will be there, obtaining Holland, so you have like a serial finisher on his team. Another player that might also be around there Robertson. We've seen the numbers he's been putting up the previous seasons. But the player that's going to win it, my guy, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He is going to win the top assister this season. And guys, it's not biased. It's not because he plays for Liverpool. No. He's not. It's not. It's the numbers he's putting up. The numbers show it for itself. The numbers show everything you need to know. The last 3 seasons, he's been putting up numbers. Last season, Liverpool had the 3 top assisters: Robertson, Trent, and Salah. So me saying Trent shouldn't be a surprise, because he's been putting up numbers. Delivery over David Beckham, a vision over De Bruyne, the pass over Steven Gerrard. Jesus Christ. Let me not get into it. The next topic will be predicting who's going to be the top scorer. Before I get into that, I want to talk about Nunes versus Haaland. Obviously, I'm going to say Nunes is a better player than Haaland. That would be foolish of me. But comparing the two, you have to add into thought the system they play in. Haaland may be a better player, but who is in a better system for them to succeed? And I feel like Nunes is in a better system for him to succeed than Haaland. Haaland is in a team where they play the opposite of what he wants to play. He wants to play fast, counter-attack, high-paced football, whereas Man City like to take it slow, break you down slowly but surely, passing around, moving the ball around from wing to wing, switching play, all that. So I feel like Haaland will have like cold feet, not because it's cold weather, but because of he's not touching the ball often. He'll be touching probably the ball like once every 3-4 minutes. So when the ball comes in the box for him, his touch won't be as good as it would be if he's feeling the ball, because everybody knows, if you're a football player, if you don't touch the ball in a while, by the time you touch the ball to finish, your touch will be off. We saw it against Liverpool. He wasn't getting the ball that often, and when he got it, he hit the bar 6 yards out. He hit the post 6 yards out. Everybody knows this. He needs to touch the ball all the time. Whereas Nunes is in a better team for him. A team that has the ball all the time, but they want to break fast. And Nunes is a fast player, has speed, unpredictable. His movement. I feel like Haaland he's stronger, faster, probably better finisher than Nunes, but Nunes has better movement. The way he peels off the defender, the way he drags the defender in the place they wanna go, and then he peels off them. We saw it against Man City in the Community Shield. He ran with Ruben Diaz and peeled off him for the header. His movement is gonna be lethal when he's playing. So that was a quick debate. That's why I feel like Nunes is gonna have a better season than Haaland. But that's for another video. Me ranking the top 10 transfers of the season later on when the transfer is done. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the video, like, comment, you know the rest, share. Player of the season, top scorer of the season. I almost got past that. This is not a shocker. Mohamed Salah. There's no wasting time. It's Mohamed Salah. Now that Mohamed Salah has another player the defenders will focus on, it will give him more time, more space on the right wing. He was sensational against Man City. He will have more time on the ball. There is no debating on his scoring abilities. He's hungry for goals. A bit selfish, but that's what you need in your striker, scoring goals. And Nunes will be occupying the defenders, whereas Trent will be almost like drifting inside to take the right back off him or the left back off him. Because I saw against Man City, Trent almost drifting in midfield, whereas Salah was wide. So he was getting those one-on-one battles with the winger. And everybody knows this. Salah, one-on-one, he's favored. So I feel like Salah is going to win the top scorer. That shouldn't come as a surprise, guys. It's not biased. But also, honorable mentions, I feel like Harry Kane will be there. Son, of course, he'll be there because they got a better team. I feel like he'll score more goals. Haaland, Haaland will score maximum 15 goals. You heard it here first. and all of them will be tap-ins, nothing else. They didn't buy him to score goals. No. They bought him to score goals in the big games. In those games, they can't break down the team, like in the Madrid game, the Champions League. That's when they needed the Holland to take the chances they created. They didn't buy him because Man City can't score goals. Man City scores the most goals every year. They bought him to be the decider in big games. So I feel like Holland will only score tap-ins 15 goals in the league, and that is bad for a player like Holland playing Man City. But at the same time, this is a prediction. It's not the facts. If you disagree, comment. Tell me why Holland will score more than 15. Or if you agree, tell me that. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. That was top scorer, Mohamed Salah. Let's go forward. Player of the year. Player of the year is a weird thing, and I feel like actually this time I'm gonna be biased. Player of the year is gonna be Kevin De Bruyne. I feel like they love him there. Player of the year. It's gonna be Kevin De Bruyne or Van Dijk, because I feel like Salah, he's on a level where like they expect him to hit those goals and those numbers. So if he hits them, there's nothing surprise. Nobody's getting wowed by him. So everybody's expecting him to score those goals and get those assists. So I feel like when he gets them, it won't be a surprise. But at the same time, Kevin De Bruyne, my God, that guy, strong, has a left foot, right foot, assist goals from out of 18, a good vision. If they gel him and Holland, that's going to be a partnership, one of the best partnerships in the Premier League history. Had it here first. But at the same time, it takes time. I feel like they're so far apart. He's like in his late 20s, 30s, whereas Holland is in his early 20s. If they're in the same age bracket, Jesus Christ, that would be some good numbers. That's why I think Trent and Nunes, 23, 24, both of them. I think Nunes is like 23, Trent is like 23 too. So they will have like a longer time period playing together. There might even be a lethal partnership. So I feel like Kevin De Bruyne will win the top scorer of the season. No. Best player of the season will be Kevin De Bruyne. They love him in the Premier League. Will be the team to get relegated. And obviously, that shouldn't take a lot of time. There's no dissecting it much. But I feel like Nottingham Forest, Fulham, and Leeds will go down. Of course, Leeds lost their best player in Rafinha to Barcelona. Actually, everybody thought he was going to Chelsea. He dropped the shoulder, went to Barcelona. What a guy, what a move. A player on and off the pitch. Leeds losing those goals and assisting him will be significant in them staying up, and I think they won't because they lost such a good player. Even when they had him, they barely made it out of the bottom three. So this is only them not having him, plus losing Kevin Phillips to Man City. That will be another big loss. So I feel like those two losses will be the reason why they go down. Okay, guys, those was my predictions. Like, turn on the bell, share, comment if you dare. Tell me what you guys think of this list. If you have any better ideas, tell me. What should I talk about in my next video? Keep me updated. Have a nice one.